Things you should know before flying. 1. The water in airplanes is teeming with bacteria. Okay, this one is set before COVID-19 unboard safety measures were put in place, but you might want to take your own bottled water on your next long-haul flight. According to the Wall Street Journal, pathogens such as Salmonella and Staphylococcus, as well as bug eggs, were discovered in airline water. Another study from the University of Limerick discovered 37 different bacterial species in airplane water, with long-haul flights having poorer water quality than short-haul flights. 2. Avoid airplane food as much as you can. A study on travel and tourism claimed that the nastiest thing on a plane is the tray holding your meal. It contains around 2,155 CFU per square inch, which is 10 times more than a toilet flush button on the plane. Moreover, there are a few reasons why airplane food might not taste as good as it could. The food in an airplane is prepared in advance and then reheated, which can affect its taste and texture. And, the pressurized cabin can dull your sense of smell, making it harder to taste your food. Also, the recycled air on an airplane can dry out your mouth and make it difficult to enjoy meals. 3. The air on an airplane is not as clean as you might think. The air quality on a plane is actually pretty bad. The air is recirculated and not fresh, which means that there are more germs and bacteria in the air on a plane. Plus, there are always more people on the plane, which makes a high opportunity for the germs to spread. If you are worried about getting sick while flying, there are a few things you can do. First, try to fly during off-peak times when there are fewer people on the plane. Also, try bringing your own food and water, in addition to avoiding touching surfaces and keeping your hands sanitized. 4. Pilots are prone to dozing off on the job, so, who precisely is piloting your plane? Perhaps no one, at least for the duration of the flight. According to a 2017 research by the British Airline Pilots Association, BALPA, 43% of 500 pilots interviewed acknowledged falling asleep while flying, and 31% claimed waking up from a nap to find their co-pilot napping as well. 5. Window seats are not the safest on the plane. Amongst the shocking facts about airplanes is that there's no safest seat and there's always the potential for danger. According to a study, the fatality rate in airplane accidents is higher for passengers who are sitting in window seats. The study found that the fatality rate for passengers in window seats was 3.7%, while the fatality rate for passengers in aisle seats was 2.3%. The passengers in window seats are more likely to be ejected from the plane during a crash. Additionally, they may have a harder time escaping the plane if it catches fire. 6. Bathrooms on airplanes can be opened from the outside, while switching the latch inside the bathroom that flips the door sign to occupied may provide you some privacy. Flight employees can easily get access if they need to. There's a switch beneath that lavatory sign that permits flight crew to open the door if they are concerned about your or other passengers' safety. 7. The toilet is not the dirtiest part of the plane. Hate to break it to you, but the filthiest location on a plane happens to be the tray table where you're having your lunch. Tray tables had 2,155 colony-forming bacterial units CFU per square inch, according to a study conducted by Travel Math. In comparison, the flushing toilet button had only 265 CFU in the same amount of space. 8 lightning strikes cannot really damage the airplane. One of the important airplane facts is that these get hit by a lightning strike most of the time but still stay firm without any damage. Airplanes are designed to withstand the high temperatures and electrostatic discharge associated with lightning strikes. The exterior of an airplane is made of metal, which conducts electricity, and this helps to dissipate the charge from a lightning strike. Meanwhile, the interior of an airplane is typically made of insulation material, which protects passengers and crew members from the electrical current. 9. Dim lights on a plane means something else. This might burst your bubble that dimming lights on a plane are not for your better sleep but has a purpose behind it. The flight attendants dim the lights to make you adjust to the darkness so that it does not create a ruckus if asked to exit immediately. Similarly, the crew members ask the passengers to uplift the window shades during landing to check if everything is right outside. Therefore, One of the important aircraft facts includes that nighttime evacuation can only be done smoothly if the passengers are unfamiliar with brightness at that time. 10. There is one airline with no fatal accidents, ever, despite having been in operation for nearly a century. Qantas QF has never had a fatal accident involving one of its commercial aircraft. 11. A Boeing 747 has 140 miles of wiring inside its guts, according to research from Tyco Electronics, a technology firm that manufactures wire connectors for the aviation sector. Our beloved Boeing 747 can carry 750,000 feet, or 140 miles, of wire, weighing around 3,500 pounds in total. 12. It is a serious offense to point a laser pointer at an airplane. You must never aim that obnoxious red dot at a jet. If you aim a laser pointer towards a jet or its flight path, you might face up to 5 years in prison to reflect on what you've done, according to 18 U.S. Code Section 39A. 13. The riskiest phases of a flight are takeoff and landing. Flying is the safest way to get around than any other type of transportation means. However, according to Boeing research, 13% of fatal accidents happen during takeoff and initial climb, or the first 3 minutes of a flight. The descent and landing, or the last 8 minutes of the flight, are significantly more dangerous, accounting for 48% of all fatal accidents. 14. Some airplanes have secret bedroom for the crew. One of the facts about planes is that some of them have secret bedrooms which usually lies in the back of the plane or near the kitchen area. The bedrooms may be small and cramped, but they provide a place for the crew to rest and sleep during long flights. Some airlines even have special beds and linens for their flight attendants to use in these bedrooms. The crew is also allowed to use the in-flight entertainment options to keep themselves delighted and cheered up on the long-haul flights. Most of the time, this can be seen in aircraft like Boeing 777 or Boeing 787. 15. Can't smoke on an airplane but still has ashtray. Wondering why do airplanes still have smoking signs or airplane ashtrays? The Federal Aviation Administration (FAA) banned smoking in airplanes somewhere in 1990 and completely in the 2000s. But airplanes still keep ashtrays for precaution in case someone breaches the smoking policy. The FAA believes that no matter what, there could always be someone who goes against the rules and tries to violate them. And, in that case, the individual can use the airplane ashtray instead of a trash bin, which could further lead to a fire in the plane. Thank you for watching. God bless.